Hello and welcome to Swedish Dennis. Today with this rocket, Mercedes-Benz A45s AMG. It is a lovely car, it looks dangerous. Let's check it out. Look at this front with this shark grille. Of course this is AMG. You also have the logotype here. But it looks so badass. Look at this. Oh my goodness. You also have here on the sides some extra spoilers. You have of course the badass looking front here with all the air intakes, which are actually fake. So they're not real, but they look amazing. You have the full LED headlamps here in this model. You have the radar in the star in the front. This one is actually for cooling. So this one is actually a real air intake. And of course this is also the air intake. But there's one real, one fake. If we go to the side, we have the really nice AMG matte black wheels. They are 19-inch, which looks on this car quite big. So if you compare it with a SUV where 21-inch look like they are 17, on this car the 19-inch look really big. You also have here some turbo emblem for Matic. Cool. On the back, a huge spoiler. It is big, big, big. I hope you can see it. From the back you have 4 exhaust pipes and you have some wing underneath here. If it does something or not sure. You have here a nice AMG logo on the pipes as well. Is it real? Is it fake? Uh-oh, it's fake. But it looks cool. You also have some fake air vents here. And here, really nicely, in black, AMG A45s. Pretty cool. And this wing, look at this wing. It's huge. I like it. Yeah. It has tinted windows, of course, in the back. You also have a sunroof on top. It doesn't have the electric trunk opener, but you can see a lot of space in here. A big cooling bag, and actually the floor mats are also in there. You can fold also the seats, each for itself. Quite cool. Yeah. Quite big trunk. Let's check out the engine. This is of course a handcrafted engine. It is built by, in this case, Marcel Keller. AMG has still the one man, one woman, one engine principle. So it means this engine was built by one person from the first screw to the last one. Really awesome. So, checking out the front. In the front you have the electric windows, of course, electric mirrors. This model also has the electric seats. You have seat heating, which is standard. You have a nice AMG logo type here. You have the AMG floor mats as well. You have some sport seats, but I don't see that they are somehow special in the real AMG model comparing to the AMG line if you have like a normal engine. Here on the left you have the parking brake, the lights and the fog lights. Let's sit in. Here you see the AMG wheel. The difference to a normal AMG wheel, of course it's also D-shaped, but the difference to the normal AMG wheel, AMG line wheel is this knobs and this. On the right knob you can change, for example, if it's icy roads, then the car will not put all the power onto the road, but it will try to drive away without slipping. You have the individual mode, of course, you can program what you like. You have the comfort mode, the sport mode, the sport plus, and the race mode. On the left side of the wheel you have buttons you can also program. Right now this is the D driving mode, which means the car shifts itself. If I press here, now it goes into manual. This means the car will not shift itself and I have to use the pedals for shifting. But you can also program other things in it. You can cancel on the auto turn off on the red light, for example. You have also the AMG dynamics button, and you also have the exhaust button. So if you want to open the pipes, you just press it and it will happen. Also underneath here you kind of can select the same things, but you can also of course turn the ESP off. Above, standard touch buttons, cruise control, also the distance. On the right side, phone, music and everything. In the front it looks a little bit different when it is AMG model, so you have different modes you can select. Other than that, it has the widescreen display, of course, quite cool. You have really nice turbine shaped air vents. You have the start button here. Yeah, other than that, the AMG is not so much different to its brother, the normal A-Class. Actually this one's light really nicely up. I will try to show you as well if it's dark, so they look really awesome, because of course this car has also the ambient lighting, but yeah, it depends. If we now have it here on, let's say, Sport Plus, I'm not sure, I think now the exhaust should be open. Let's start it up. Okay. Okay, it's more quiet if it's blue, and it's more loud when it's red. On the right you can change from seeing, for example, how the tire pressure is. Wait, no, it moved. You can see the boost and the Newton meter and so on you have in the engine right now, or you're consuming from the engine. You see what kind of driving mode you are in and what you have adjusted. For example, if I go into the manual shifting, you see this also immediately. You also can put the G-force there. You can also put the consumption there, also the navigation system, and also the distance to the car in front of you. Also in the middle you can change it to as you like. There are different modes. Okay, I would say of course here you also have the nice panoramic sunroof. Brings quite some nice light into here. You have the SOS button, the Mercedes Me button, and of course the lightning buttons also here. Yes, everywhere. One thing every AMG car has is this notes. Oh, don't drive it when the engine is cold too hard. And oh, the break-in period is the first 1,500 kilometers, and you should not do any kickdowns or anything else. Yeah, of course, if you want to have your car live as long as possible, you need to treat it nicely. This engine is heated up. Let's take it for a ride. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is definitely a driver's license killer. It is so much fun to drive. amazing. Of course, this is the first Mercedes that is built with a new European regulation, meaning most of the sound is actually produced by the speakers within the car. There's of course a sport exhaust system which makes some sound, but when you think about like the old AMG cars, they were so brutal on the outside. Everyone at night when you drove, you woke up, everyone. So right now I'm driving the car in the Sport Plus. It's popping, it's loud and so. Right now I'm driving the car in comfort mode, meaning the exhaust system is quiet, the engine is quiet. You don't hear much of the car. You hear a little bit of sporty sound coming from the exhaust system, of course, but it's not really like noisy. This is the way you can drive the car every day without disturbing anyone, without also, it is kind of tiring to drive all the time with a really loud car. It lets you notice you're sitting in an AMG, but it's not too loud. If I now pop it into Sport Plus, of course it changes the gears down as well. It's a lot, and the exhaust is popping. Now I don't know if this exhaust popping is in the speakers, as I said, but I'm getting all warm here. This car goes crazy. Holy. Driver's license killer, definitely. You would most probably choose the comfort mode, I would say. But of course, if you want to play, then Sport Plus is the mode you want to go for. I love it. Oh my god. 96. I went down to 96. Oh my goodness. This is nice. I love also the popping. I know if you drive in the city and you drive near residential areas or so, I really hate if people drive around and just do the engine pop, 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 pop all the time just to make noise. I don't like that. But here on 110 kilometers an hour, 110 is like nothing. But here on the highway, you know, if you play around with the car a little bit, there are no kids running over the street or something like this. So if you ask me, this is the right playground for a car like this, or racetrack, of course, if you want to drive above the speed limit. But going crazy within the city, I don't like it. It's dangerous. This is badass. Oh my god, this is fun. I would really like to test this car in Germany. If you want to see the GLC 63S coupe on the German highway, check out my channel. There's a video about it. I think I did like 276 with it. Also a very fun car to drive. But there you feel the weight also a little bit. And it's a SUV, you know, it is slower than everything. In the AMG models, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit harder to steer, which is not negative, because at the end, you're driving a high performance car and you want a high performance car to be handled the right way. And I think if it's a little bit more with feeling, with feedback there, it's easier to handle. So I like it. It's not a bad thing. I'm just mentioning that it's you feel that you have to work a little bit more to steer the car. Of course, I don't have this GPS measurement system, so don't hang me up on the numbers, but it was really fast. If you look at the car, if you look at how it is built, Mercedes is a premium car. So maybe I would compare it with maybe the Audi A3, or in this case maybe the RS3. With the BMW 1 Series, the M1, of course. This car, the A45s AMG, is 421 horsepower, 500 Newton of torque, and if you ask me, you feel every horsepower, every Newton of torque in this car. It's amazing. My hands are still shaking from driving highway. Nice car, really. It is only a 2-liter 4-cylinder, but 421 horsepower. Cool, really cool. 500 Newton torque. It just pushes you into the seats. Cool. Amazing. So, this is it for today. A45s. What can I tell you about it? Oh my god, I was so surprised. This car is crazy. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what I do, please subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget to watch all my other videos. See you next time. Bye bye.